You guys, welcome back to California Health and Fitness. So happy that you're hanging out with us today on CentralValleyTalk.com. We've had some awesome guests today talking about some cool nutrition, some cool fitness here in the Central Valley, and just how cool the Central Valley is in general, having a blast. You guys, my final guest, super good friend of mine, Mr. Francisco right here.
What's up, man?
So happy that you're here.
What's
You
going on,
guys,
everybody?
Francisco is a huge inspiration to myself, not just because we have a very unique I guess style of music that we have in common. You know,
Yeah.
we listen to some crazy stuff, but when you have a friend that you can listen to that crazy stuff and not feel judged with, it gives you this incredible energy.
That's right.
He's inspirational to me because he also has, gigs till 2 in the morning, let alone cleaning up his stuff, getting home and trying to wind down before you go to sleep. Guy's up at 5, 6 in the morning to the gym and to his job right after that. So Francisco, I couldn't thank you enough for taking some time out of your Friday, a main DJ day, to be here with us.
Yeah, it's no problem, man. It's always a good time to, be with you and just hang out. I haven't seen you in like forever, so
Man,
it's
super
always good.
cool. So
yeah.
Francisco DJs, Swig's just closed, but he's been DJing there for quite a while. Had a really good following there. Galeb's, he also does Thursday nights there. Now recently he's been at HCK and Imperial, which are Fresno's premier nightclub spots. So first off, congratulations, because
Thanks, man.
most people don't understand. Just they walk into the club and they see a DJ up there. They don't understand the passion, the drive, the work, the amount of people who probably weren't on your side going for something like that and say you're gonna make money and not go to college. You're gonna be a DJ and you're not gonna go to school, or you are gonna go to school or try and do this. I can't tell you how inspirational it is to have been part of kind of your story. You know what I mean?
Thanks,
So where can we find you throughout the week, through the weekend, Monday through Friday when you're not DJing? Tell us a little about your life.
Well, honestly, man, it's funny that you bring up the whole day job thing, because I actually just decided to leave my day job to pursue DJing and go back to school. And I want to go back to school and do that full time. So I'll be going back to probably Fresno City, more than likely. And I want to get all my credits together to transfer to state and get a bachelor's in music composition. And I really want to get into producing my own sounds and just creating my own thing. Like, it's always an awesome energy to just like deliver something that you can relate to, but when it's really like your own thoughts and like your own feelings, like it's just, I don't know, man, it's something else. It's really a high.
It's creativity.
It's
creativity.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
creativity is in everything. And it's, creativity has so much to do with health and fitness, but at the same time, it has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
So we'll leave that for a different time. But we've been talking about creativity in the Central Valley here this entire show, and that's the reason I wanted you to be on here.
Thanks,
So
man.
what are you taking in school right now?
Well, I'm not enrolled yet. I gotta wait till January comes up, but I gotta meet with a counselor basically and set everything up. But
All that fun stuff, huh?
yeah, all
the
the
wrong desk at the wrong time, and the wrong line. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'd been going originally to college for business, and I had taken it because it was like the safe route that my family kind of wanted me to go down, and I kind of wanted to like please everybody and agree with like, oh, you need that safety net. And it's true, like you should always have a backup plan, but like if you never really like commit yourself to what you want to do, you'll never know your true potential because you never tapped it. And recently I had picked up a day job. I was doing full-time work and trying to balance everything, and I was like, like I'm gonna go back to school, but honestly, like it's really hard to fit all those things in your schedule. And I said, like I'm gonna take a leap of faith and go for it,
Dude,
man.
that's what it's all about. That's
Yeah.
what it's all about. And I think that leap of faith, if it were a quality in somebody, is a very respectable quality, because
Thanks, man.
they're going for something when, whether it's your family, your friends, or your support system, world around you, is telling you that it's not going to work, or that you need to do this and you need to do that. And it's all about your own path. I'm a sucker for a good success story, and to me it sounds like we're right on our way for that, right?
We're getting there, man.
I'm sorry, keep going.
No, it's okay. I was just gonna say that it's true. I remember barely when I started getting into it, and all I had was like a little silly DJ app, and I didn't know what I was doing, and people were like, "What do you mean you're gonna be a DJ?" Or what do you mean like if you could draw anything away from like me talking to you, to whoever's listening, is like, don't let other people's lack of confidence in themselves stop what you want to do. Because at the end of the day, like, you're going to hold yourself down better than anyone else will. you know. So
yeah,
you know,
yeah. Number one piece of advice from Francisco. That is great. That is so good. You know, the next question I wanted to go into, I want to talk about a little bit of health and fitness with you, of course, but I want to ask you, where do you see yourself, you know, in 5 years, 10 years? Do you see yourself in the music industry as a DJ, as a producer, as an artist, as a mixer, as a side gig?
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself? Where are you kind of taking this in the direction of? I know you said school, so it sounds like technology.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I mean, it'd be amazing to just be that guy on the stage doing his thing. Like, you know, truthfully, like, I could end up in music anywhere, and I know, like, I'd be happy being at that job because it's what I love. Like, music's my passion, no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, but ultimately the goal is to push to understand the concepts of music engineering, understand the concepts of music composition, and you know, taking those classes and really understanding, like, the core elements and what truly makes music what music is. I think that separates a lot of guys from, like, your average Joes who put out a lot of the same stuff that, you know, it's just a remake of something that blew up. You know, there's quite a few songs I'm sure you would know that sound like Animals by Martin Garrix, you know, and those are all people that are bandwagoning on something that this guy made, you know.
Right.
So it's all about, you know, just I want to keep, you know, working on. I DJ on turntables, and I'm really into, like, the scratch element and, you know, the technique of turntablism.
You don't gotta tell me, you gotta tell them. I've seen him do it. He's unreal. He's unreal with these bright pink discs. I actually have some pictures of him from an event on my Instagram, so if you guys go check that out, you'll see Francisco on there. He's DJ'd some of my fitness events before, so the guy's the real deal. So let's go into some health and fitness. What does the DJ do to keep those forearms, to keep those wrists with endurance?
Man,
tell me about it. I know you're busy again, but tell me about when you do go to the gym, what a normal routine is for you. What's your style of fitness?
My fitness is really, like, I was, like, the chubby kid for the longest, and then I had hit this point where, like, I had said, like, enough is enough, and I had actually gotten an internship with Kaiser Permanente back, like, my sophomore to junior year or something over the summer, and they had a rehabilitation gym. And so what I did is I just ended up, you know, like, getting on the treadmill, hopping on, you know, and I lost all this weight, and then I kind of, like, took a step back and I looked at myself and I'm like, wow, like, I got really thin. And so now I'm, like, this, like, really skinny guy, and what I want to do is get into really, like, building muscle and putting on, like, I try and count my macros and watch that and just start a routine that's really going to help, like, build up my body. Like, if I can get in, I'll get in, you know, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, whatever. Like, it doesn't matter, you know. Like, I'm a morning person. I'd rather do it like that.
I've seen him do it when he's in San Diego with me. Now, you led me to a great point, which is, you know, how do you stay eating right when you're in a club full of alcohol, fun?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you're probably going to be around drugs sometime. How do you maintain a positive lifestyle? Because, you know, you can have some bad influences that are going to keep you sleeping in a lot longer the next day, right?
Yeah.
How do you stay away from all that stuff?
You know, man, it's all about just, I guess, just self-control and really, like, looking at the bigger picture. Like, you know, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I haven't had those nights where, like, I had one too many, or I'm like,
it's all about.
You know,
work hard, play hard. But I mean, you have a lot of people who, I can't tell you, every single day for years they go out one night. Oh, I'll start tomorrow. It'll be fun. I'll start tomorrow. They wake up the next day hungover, and then I hear them tell me the same thing at the gym or wherever at school the next day. Oh, I'll start tomorrow. I'll be fine. And then they come the next day. Oh, I'm so hungover today. I can't do it until the next day. You know, and you stay away from that, and that's.
Yeah.
I think that's a big part of not just being successful in the gym, but to anywhere, right?
Yeah, man, definitely. I mean, I know it can be hard, like, when you have all those temptations, and that's like anything. Like, if you work at Me and Ed's, you know what I mean, you're all around that pizza, you're gonna want to eat some of the pizza, you know what I mean? But it's all about just, like, knowing yourself and, like, staying true to, like, what your goals are and, like, how you want to be.
Yeah.
You know, even a week from now, a month from now, 2 years from now. You know, keeping on, like, a positive mindset and just, you know your limits and know what you should and shouldn't be having in your body, and you know what I mean. Like, I've never really been one to be into, like, the drug scene, but I can't tell you how many people, like, I've come across that are like, they're confused. It's kind of funny how, like, people think, like, oh, you DJ, and, you know, what do you mean you've never done X, Y, Z? And I'm like, well, I've just never really had an interest.
You truly will.
I'm in
You're
it for the
truly
music.
interested in the music. Number one.
Yeah.
So you guys, we've been having some great advice from Francisco. So number one, we got don't let other people's confidence or lack thereof affect your pursuit of a daydream. Number two, it would be to, I guess what you just said, find that kind of that zone or that, know yourself to where when you're in that situation, you can put your mind in the right place.
Yeah.
You know how you're going to react. And there's a few more things I need to ask you.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, our third piece of advice for our viewers, I want to know how you're eating.
Eating?
Stays so good. Do you meal prep? Do you just keep healthy meals in the fridge? Do you just keep healthy foods around so you can have that variety but still eat healthy? Everyone has their own style.
Yeah.
I kind of want to know yours.
Word. Man, I had really fallen off with like the whole full-time day job. I really just there's no excuse. Like, you could always get in time to do what you got to do, But I know, as me, I had fallen off my fitness train and my eating train, and I was like, man, I need to get back to that. And, I've noticed, even now, I'm so much more productive with that. I love meal prepping. I'll take my Sundays or my Mondays, and I'll just, I'll go to the grocery store. I'll get all my stuff. I'm a big fan of, get your chicken, get your turkey, I'm a carnivore. I there's no way I could be a vegetarian, but you got to slip all those in, and I don't know, man. I'll meal prep and I just take the day to myself, kind of like your last interview said, it's you just throw on some good music,
right? Do
your thing, get in the kitchen. I like to cook anyway, so
And something else I'm taking from this and what I want to relay to our viewers is that, when you meal prep, no matter how long you've been at it, he still doesn't feel like he's mastered it or he has it 100% or he knows exactly what to do. So if you're feeling like that, if you feel like you're frustrated, if you're kind of falling off the bandwagon and you need to get back on, you guys, here's a form of motivation and inspiration for you right here. It happens to everybody, no matter what your day job is, no matter what you do for a living. If you're in the fitness industry or not, I still struggle with it, and I'm hosting a health and fitness talk show.
That's true.
So, Francisco, you can find him online. I particularly like to tell people to Google whoever it is rather than promoting your social media, but we will do that. I first want to promote, though, your mixes on SoundCloud. He has these fruition mixes that are amazing if you need some good motivational music in the gym. I'm the kind of weird person that's walking around school smiling at everybody with my iPhone because my friend just put out this mix that's making me rock out around school,
man.
So go check that out. But from Francisco, where else can we find you?
Man, I've pretty much tried to be more aggressive about my branding and pushing Cisco as that's not just my name, it's a product that I deliver, and everything's pretty much universally linked as Cisco-CA5, CISCO-CA5.
Awesome. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in to our very first episode of California Health and Fitness on CentralValleyTalk.com. You guys, I can't wait to see our guests for next week. I can't wait to see where our show goes. Next week, I'm going to be bringing some fun activities for you. We're going to be cooking a little bit. We're going to be showcasing some beautiful nonprofits here in the Central Valley, and we're also going to be talking to one of our local bodybuilder and physique competitors. You guys, thank you again for tuning in.
For all your life insurance needs, Central Valley Talk recommends our good friend Clint Cartridge. Give Clint a call at 559-478-0425.
Get a gray water recycling system for only $3,595. That's a 10% discount available only through Central Valley Talk. Reserve yours now for only $150. Your deposit is refundable and applies towards your purchase. Easy financing available through the California First program at californiafirst.org. Save more water and call now. 1-800-604-6848.
Make your moments more memorable with delectable treats from Frosted Catering, located at 1292 North Washon in Fresno, California.
Support Angels of Grace. Attend the Luau of Love Saturday, September 26th at RJ Americas. For more information and tickets, go to angelsofgrace.com. Flowers and More, Bullard and Marks in Fresno. Call 440-0920 or visit thefresnoflorist.com.
Before you buy or sell your home, be sure to call Team Majors.
Hi, I'm Christine Majors, and I've helped hundreds of families move into their first homes, and now's the time to buy.
But what about my credit, Christy?
Any FICO score can be helped with a little bit of time and a little direction.
And what about down payment?
There are down payment assistance programs available to most buyers out there.
And remember, if you're paying $1,000 rent, you could be living here.
Before you make a major home purchase, call Team Majors at 464-5606.
CentralValleyTalk.com